It's June 7th, 2020. And recently decided to check out Ken Ham's Twitter feed, the Ark and Genesis guy, and he had a post on there stating that the primary problem, basically, I'm paraphrasing, the primary problem with humanity is the rejection of Ken Ham's God, biblical God, and the original sin. And so posted a response. Let's see, let me cross this little streamy. Posted a response stating that the concept of original sin, both from Christianity and as mirrored by secular postmodernist cult leftists, Marxist leftists, both concepts of original sin are abusive and can be an enabling force for Ponzi schemes. Okay, so how do you get control over people one way and get money from them and bilk them for money and get money out? Well, one key way is to say, well, you know what, you're responsible for the sins of your ancestors, so you need to pay up. You're tribalistically responsible. Okay? Now, why does this happen in humans? Well, it's an example of bad human morality. Out-group morality, bad human morality. A bad aspect of human morality, where you blame people for the sins of their ancestors. So, Christianity does that with the Bible and the atonement and having to repent and be baptized. Okay, why are people baptized? To wash away their original sin. What an abusive concept. Abusive concept. And by the exact same token, the leftist Marxist concept of original sin that blames pink-skinned humans for the sins of other pink-skins is retrograde and abusive and human spirit destroying. Okay? And it serves that virtue signaling abuse and original sin bullshit from secularism, serves as an abuse. Leftist secularism, that is, Marxism, postmodernism, bullshitism, serves as an enabling force for the Marxist style Ponzi schemes. Resource acquisition. Okay. A lot of things are about resource acquisition and evolution. What helps you rise up? And if shitting on other people helps you rise up, then you'll do it. Some people will, unless you have some sense of morality. The Amerindian people shit on current white people because of the past sins of other pinkskins, and they talk about that constantly. It's a constant drumbeat within them, within their culture. The black people are taught lies about American history. America was not founded on slavery. America was founded on Western Enlightenment values, and America ended universal slavery. 365,000 Northern Army soldiers died during the American Civil War to end universal slavery and slavery in America. And the Royal Navy paid some price in blood in other parts of the world to end slavery. But who is a slave today? Who's a slave today? It's a Democrat. Democrats are slaves. The people rioting in Democrat cities are slaves. Slaves to the Democrat Party, slaves to themselves, slaves to a set of lives. They don't own land. They live in apartments. So the Antifa soy boy SJW whites, violent whites, are proof of a few things. One is that the anti-violence rhetoric from channels like PBS Kids is really worthless. Is bullshit. I mean, bullshit from the perspective of it's not going to help. Daniel Tiger saying it's okay to be angry, but it's not nice to hurt someone. Well, you know what? All those soy boy dumb shit wastrel leftists who were raised on PBS Kids, I'm sure that they pretty much tossed that out the window. And they're tossed it out now, so. Yeah, so the social construction from the left, from Mr. Rogers through to Daniel Tiger, is not really working. You can quell violence, but not through that method. So, but in any case, Democrats, these Democrats, and blacks, throwing their toys out the pram, shitting on their own communities, rioting, murdering, and other stuff. All that stuff happened in shithole Democrat-run cities that are unaffordable, where you can't get ahead, and where there's this Ponzi scheme and virtue signaling going on that says, oh yeah, socialism is the best. Socialism. We need more socialism. But you see, functionally, how socialism works. It's all nice talk. Diversity, inclusion, virtue signaling, the divisive phrase Black Lives Matter instead of just saying all lives matter, group rights and group blames, tribalistic hatred, original sin, the secular leftist version of original sin. It's 100% about resource acquisition and evolution, and it's an example of evolution. That doesn't mean it's good. We're just explaining the situation. How can you get ahead in these shithole countries? Shithole cities, Well, You got to virtue signal the right way, and you got to say the right words, and you got to beat your own self up for your skin color, and if you're white, and then you got to if you're black, well, blacks, Candace Owens is right, some blacks are, inner city blacks glorify thug culture. Why is that? Why do blacks in inner cities glorify thug culture? Because the way to get ahead in the inner city as a black is to be a criminal thug. So once again, we have the multi-edged sword of evolution and human nature cutting and showing what happens. Whatever helps humans get ahead, for better and for worse, and now we're seeing the for worse shit, is what is amplified. So it's very true that the Second Amendment protects the First, and the Second Amendment protects all the other rights. Cops are there to give traffic tickets. They're not there to protect you when rioting and looting happens. Cops are there to be annoying and basically bully assholes, but they're not there to protect you, for the most part. Except when there's just kind of light stuff happening. But when the shit goes down, if you don't got a semi-automatic rifle, then you're up the creek without a paddle. You're sorry out of luck. So all the soy boy Democrats have proven that the Second Amendment is absolutely fucking essential. Protect yourself, protect your family. And another thing is the whites, the Antifa whites prove that whitey can chimp out just as much as darker skinned humans. And another thing is some run cities are completely unaffordable. If you're a Democrat, you're a slave. If you don't own land, you're a slave. If you're a socialist, you're a slave. So move out, or at least move to a more conservative area. And I was listening to Carpe Donkton and Gavin McGinnis talk, and they said, well, you know what? All these virtue signaling suburban whites who are going to put Black Lives Matter signs on their lawns, they're going to be saying, say they're going to be virtue signaling with their mouths, but there's going to be more silent apartheid. And the number of blacks, they don't want whites around. Like in these colleges, they don't want, they say, whitey, because of your original sin, we don't want you around. Even though these blacks have been utterly lied to about American history. And again, regarding how America ended universal slavery, they don't want pink skins around, because when they see pink skin, they see the people who enslaved their ancestors. And, they don't see how the Enlightenment values couched that were carried within the minds and hearts of the people who founded America, how it ended universal slavery, how that was a good thing. Well, they just tossed it out the window. So the dream of Martin Luther King has been the dreams of Martin Luther King have been shit-canned by the left. Utterly shit-canned. The dreams of Martin Luther King have been tossed and shit-canned by the left. Martin Luther King's dreams of a society where you're not judged by the color of your skin. Well, that's all the left does, is just you the color of their skin. The Marxist left, the shit left, and the black slaves who are still enslaved by the Democrats. Back in the day, enslaved by the Democrats, and currently enslaved by the Democrats. Okay? If you're a black Democrat, you belong to the same slavery party that enslaved our ancestors. Now let's fucking blame that. Blame meme sets for problems, but don't blame gene sets so much. So the Democrat Party was and is the party of slavery. If you want to be a slave, be a Democrat. If you want to be a slave, be a socialist. If you want to be a fucking chump in a Ponzi scheme, be a socialist. So, that's the bottom line. All right, that's all I got.